Welcome to Loleventvods. These are the best highlights of today's LEC 2025 matchup.
Range comparatively to Annie in the top lane, you could just kind of out-trade him out. The expectations have shifted, and the bot side of the map.
Target might be in trouble. Ignite's going to be the return. It's a flash, mystic shot aimed down the line. Super's first blood, police response, so quick Supreme is Jojo in the 1v1. Vladdy under his own turret, Jojo can't step forward. Vladdy's flash is held for now, as Jojo came very close.
Observe this compound down towards the bot side of the map. Look at this freeze that he's been able to set up. Alvaro tried desperately to push the wave underneath the tower, but he wasn't able to succeed. Now what they can do is they can...
Elyoya's moving into position with Kana getting it pushed on wave, but look at the size of this wave.
The stun is going to come through. The CC combo is terrifying.
Yeah, what can you do? You're up against the wall in there. You will stay. Kana flashes, but it's met by Elyoya. The burn's ticking down. Somehow Elyoya hasn't gotten the kill yet. The rock, though, will seal the deal. And with the minion wave in front of the turret, that is a double whammy.
I mean, Elyoya did a good job of tracking him, and you can see he's invested good vision on the top side of the map. Right now, KC don't have insight as to where Elyoya is, but he's looking for a play.
So they're going to go for Targamas because Targamas burned his flash before. Kalist doesn't have to use his summon. He's got a great pulverize. Elyoya wasn't able to reach his target to push him against the wall.
Tips his hat. Tower farming on this Lilia is going to be crucial when it comes to the mid game, and just the mobility that you're going to have playing around.
Look how cocky Kalist is, though. In front of his turret, he might pay the iron price. I mean, the Ignite ticking over the potion just in case, and thank God he popped it, otherwise he was a dead man.
Even a bit of an awkward spot. He's going to be forced to push that one out as the resets come through.
But just snap back. I love that. Again, action keeps pursuing. Vladdy with a sidestep doesn't have to do anything more. The Impale stolen away before an Impale of Elyoya's own is in the way. Abscond abducted, and Elyoya's Scorpion live comes to a crushing end. Yike there to help
the
seal
kill
it.
Score 2-2. The gold is dead even, but Yike, crucially, will be first to these grubs, and Mirwin may have something to say about it. Level 6.
Tibbers, what do you do when your childhood bear meets you in the face? Now, you can think about it, you can talk to it, or if you're not a crazy person, you walk away. The situation's a little bit weird. Mirwin holding on and still trying to throw that threat to the ground. There's a smite available for Yike shortly. It's Kana, ulti just thrown out, but he misses. It's still enough to threaten off, and because of that, KC gonna get 3 grubs.
So Elyoya will come back out onto the map. But that
burning his, there is a fate unsealed for both of them as Kana's still trying to pressure out, but Yike is here with a massive wave. This deer, seeing only headlights with flash available, wants to kill Mirwin. Stun now up and available, but there's enough movement speeds that flash needs to be burned. Swell seed just in case, and KC can...
I imagine KC will set their sights on it. I'm keeping my eyes on the minimap. I see Kalist making his way towards the mid lane as Koi gonna start off this dragon. I think this should be an easy cross map from KC. They're not really in a position to contest, and I think it would be a difficult one to do so given their positioning on the map.
6 grubs for a Nara inside. Always feels good, while at least Drake stacking, starting for his own. Pull back some of the gold as he engages on Targamas. A good bop away, sets up for Vladdy to maybe hit him, but in trouble as Targamas, he flashes away, no ulti, Impale stolen, but not taken. Asleep is Yike, he finds someone behind the wheel as Alvaro, the fate sealed on the back, opens up for Targamas again. Vladdy has to flush away as KC, even up against their own turret, are getting threatened by Jojo. A clean re-engage.
No flash. He almost got another kill onto Vladdy, but he was a little short when connecting.
Yes, it is. Some big first items for Koi. Oh, Tibbers. Mirwin's taking no damage, by the way. I think Kana quickly realized that. Oh, my lord.
Sword boots give Annie so much value early. Yeah, I mean, that's a lot used. And
Alvaro! Targamas behind enemy lines. Elyoya running away, but he's caught something. I didn't know cows could swim. Targamas still alive with the unbreakable will as the Scorpion's being run into him, but it's trample out with a long chain line. A trade for now, but Jojo's taken down by Yike. The deer has got spirit, and now a new target. Super and Alvaro together, but for Lilia, that's a dream come true. Down for the Quadra, and down for KC's exceptional fight.
Yike is popping off. A fight like this, where it's scattered in multiple skirmishes, allows the mobility of Lilia to just run away with the fight. 6-4 in kills, the advantage starting to grow. KC gonna get their 3rd objective and their first rank of the game.
Yike is gigantic.
Same idea. Oh, Yike though. Oh, it's hunting season for Koi.
It is indeed. I tell you what, Venison might take sides, but the gliding away has been good. Not 1 but 2 is 3-man again. Carter's just doing it again. His Nah always finds the wall, and Yike always finds the kill. Koi will no longer be fishing. I think the rod's broken as Khan's got a new target, Elyoya, right in front of him, and nothing that this Scorpion can do. Yikes moves into vicinity, and KC are now stuck. Again, was one singular play. Now for KC. Looking to continue pushing mid. You can see Bloody up in top. Dragon's not up for a while, but Targamas has got something in river. There's a one-man lilting Lullaby onto the Scorpion. It's going to set up with Chains of Corruption as well. The damage is disgusting.
I mean, beautiful setup underneath this tower. Super goes for a 1v1.
He does indeed. Callista's low on mana. How much does it matter here against the lethality bar as he kites away? Super gets poked out and another arrow to fly through as Bloody just takes a free kill. Doesn't press anything. But his rocket belt going KC's up.
It certainly is. Largely being driven by Yike, but Koi rather are getting a bit desperate. The way in which they try to force these picks.
King.
The fact that they tried their best to get something back and they only got punished for it means that this lead from KC continues to grow. Herald's going to be converted. And the problem is, well, the way you deal with Lilia is crowd control.
Yep.
Because her biggest playing out. The Atakan going to be started off. Remember, these resistances, they get shredded like paper thanks to Atakan. Could be a good opportunity for Koi to find a comeback fight.
The annoying thing is, though, with the MRD buff, we need Mirwin to really set it up and spike it down. But they're not going anywhere near. Koi just going to move away, and that's Atakan for free. And GA version as well for KC. Start playing some of these dives. 2,700 between jungle, 1k for top, 1k for Callista between him and Super. And second dragon for KC, also going to be piled on that welcome bundle.
Oof, I mean, it's a rough one for Koi. I think they made the wise decision. You'll notice their itemization. Second item spikes have come through now. They should feel a lot more confident.
Okay, but you know what will? If KC finds something back, Jojo's going to become soul unbound, but Targamas is waiting there with his trample up. He gets in the way of the Fate unsealed, and Jojo has to flash in the end of the misery business. Talk about Callista losing his Edge of Night, but Elyoya gets nowhere near him. Meanwhile, looting Lullaby catches two by the toe, and now Alvaro not going to get bowled over, but Yike steps up to do a little bit more damage as he runs away. The Ignite's going to be enough to tick and send him far as Jojo at half HP with a poke from Callista. KC, the B comes out, and even Vladdy fighting top turret will go on to Mirwin. I mean, this is a solo kill territory, and he sends out Tibbers, but Tibbers in response. But you're going to get your hands before Vladdy ends up dying. One Tibbers now, two onto the rip. Gets a little bit angry, and Super's going to get the bear. Beware! Boy, run to the base, and they have to heal on up as their inhibitor in top.
Elyoya looking for a flank, but who exactly is going to get collapsed on here?
Because Kana does do good damage. I mean, it's a Trinity Force Hullbreaker still. Enough stats in there to keep you rolling as Elyoya at half HP, and Kana's now going to Mega Gnar. They want to follow this up. Kana's just going to one-man ulti, and look, playing in the hearts of four, almost five people are Koi.
Or they leave no options, rather, for Koi to contest this. I mean, it's just clean play from KC across the board.
It's fair to glaze KC right now. They're absolutely styling. And I'm impressed as well that they haven't really lost their pace on the trigger after that early game fight, right down here in River.
I mean, they did push for an inhibitor in top lane, and Vladdy tried to outplay 2v1.
Yes.
Yoni, that is out of position.
It is indeed, and Targamas is going to make it so. Nice little trample up. Can they kill the cow? Targamas gets in the way, and Unbreakable Will's going to buy him a bit of time. Even if he dies here, he knows it's going to be an end-up trade, but he's not. Targamas is out of the way, and Callista takes the kill with that punish as well.
This will be Koi's really last Hail Mary play. Perhaps Elyoya can get a steal. If he can, there are options, but I don't think Casey's going to make it very easy for them.
Elyoya pulls something out of the hat. Now, what I tried to say is Targamas flashes forward with the Polarizer. He's got to pull a miracle out, but a lilting Lullaby ×3. Super's going to cleanse it away, but Vladdy has an impale to add more CC. Mirwin flashes as well, and although it looks like it's going good for Koi, 1, 2, 3, count with me, everyone at home, that's 4. That's right, you're learning to count all the flashes that KC took out of Koi, running away from this Baron.
The goal difference is just too big. Even though they get the kill onto Targamas, it's not enough to turn the fight in their favor. But Elyoya has not given up yet. The TP comes in from Jojo.
Send in the Hail Mary, what else can you do? But Yike, now without Zonya's maybe a little bit more vulnerable, but the almost level 16. Lilia sits on the Baron and waits for his moment. On to Jojo, the burn is enough with Callista, poking and ranging. Mirwin lucky to be outside of that enhanced quiver. Blue team has indeed taken Baron. That's 9k, that's Baron, and that's KC looking to put the nail in the coffin of game number 1. Mirwin gets out if only just
played it in the
time.
past, and he has a lot of AP junglers in his pool. But I think as an answer into the Skarner, it's a good one.
Yeah.
Just the fact that you can dance around his range and...
Fresh meat. Targamas runs in. I think that's grass-fed, actually. Targamas, he's going to heal all this up, of course, with Red Buff and KC are doing something on the other part of the map. Look at the inhibitor turret, rather Nexus turrets from Kana, as he's taken him himself. Inhibitor's going to be exposed. Bot turret is going to come up next, and Koi, the fire just won't go out. It's a 12k gold lead because structures are falling every 10 seconds. Make it another one, and now Koi on their last defense with an Impale taken out. It's Impale for Impale, a little bit janky that takes Bloody out in the end, but Targamas is re-engaged, going to make sure that Alvaro will drop 2. KC running into the base, 4 members, Baron behind them. Koi have got 4, but it ain't the same. The ambulance is definitely called for the right team, and Jojo's poked out. Kana's ulti is brilliant, and yet again, KC are filling us with hope. The region is looking at this team in the same vein, and in game 1 against that mighty fish, they've got a spear in hand.
KC with a very solid game 1 performance. I think he's a very reliable laner. And you can see the team fight element, but if you can just see how easy it is for Mirwin to sidestep. Now Yike looking for a gank early in the mid lane.
Very early, seismic shot connects though onto Vladdy. There might be a 1-for-1. Jojo already flushes out of the way, and he wants that Akali just out of his grasp as he's now level 3 chess, you know.
Just traditional normal chess. And speaking of, we talked about the flashless AD carry. Hook will connect.
Alvaro rides the wall. Kalista's in trouble. Remember, no summon is available. Targamas helps out with a small shield, but Elyoya can be hand shook and taken back. All they can do is send out some damage.
A lot of free time.
Ryder. What else do you do? Gamer, caster, host, analyst.
Wow, very generous of you.
Jeez, Vetty.
I feel like you can also do all of those things.
I don't know, bro. I've never rapped in my... I did rap at you once.
That was fun.
And, you know, I got better. I got 100% better in the second one, but we didn't get past that. Rapping is hard.
Now,
You have to think. That's the problem, you know?
objectives being traded across the map. And as our teams do this, I want to remind people of how these teams... Ooh, I might not have time for that as KC have set their sights onto Jojo.
And it's a flash handshake. It's not going to connect, though. For Targamas, he still gets some damage across. The autos are important as Vladdy sets up with a perfect execution and a perfect balance for first blood. Flash over the wall. Alvaro's getting out of there because Jojo's now dead.
Return on the gank investment from earlier, paying off as Vladdy secures a kill onto Jojo. Largely a solo kill, given that Targamas wasn't able to connect the handshake.
Yike is hovering. Elyoya's coming for a dangerous path. Jojo's coming over a ward as well. They know a gank's happening, but Targamas is almost dead before the play starts. Arrow at melee range won't get much of a stun as Mad Koi are there in front of Kalist, who flashes away, seismic shoved down, and even though he'll be bailed out, there's no reset on the horizon. Yike has to abandon the play, and Koi finds in the lead.
Vladdy.
Kills are important, as you said, as Vladdy's going to set up for one of his own onto Kana and Mirwin. Getting involved in their lane. Shuriken Flip doesn't connect, but at least the damage does. Vladdy secures it. Kana gets out after taking the turret shot.
Wave has the TP should any fight kick off. And it looks like, given the positioning of Elyoya, it's going to be a difficult contest. They're likely just going to set their sights on the Dragon, which is going to be respawning shortly after. Pings have come down. I'm actually, the luxury of getting to see the chat is KC is aware that the Dragon is spawning.
That's good.
The question is, do they want to try and contest it?
Well, Grubs are eventually going to be taken here, and that'll give Yike the time to start walking down, but Dragon spawns now. That Grub took a little bit longer than I expected, but eventually Yike has taken it as Elyoya's already started this off with Jojo, and just a bit of vision from Kalist sees that Koi already on this at half HP.
They want to fight this. They have the Ash Arrow. All the ultis are up.
For the hostile takeover, the arrow, as you said, comes out, but the Dragon is smoten down as Kalist is just yaunched on by Super and Jojo. He didn't even get a chance. The dive, the burst, the pick worked out nice for Koi. Is now running after more members. Targamas in a choke is going to be between worlds. He handshakes and says, no, I'll stay in this one. Flashing over the wall, escapes the turmoil. Has got both B emotes, by the way, as Koi start up Herald. As we go through, and I'm sorry again to everyone who I've just, you know, the glass cracking. That's kind of how I see that one there. Dragon starts on bot side, but Jojo and Vladdy going to meet up for the time being. Seismic Shove connects and sets up for some good poke damage, but Vladdy's okay for now. Jojo tries to clear the wave, but that was mega clean from Vladdy. He's not going to take the Shuriken Flip back in. He takes his ulti out because more members of Koi are coming up.
Yeah, he wisely recognizes the collapse that's happening from Koi.
Tried so much in Lord of the Rings, man.
Let's look at this instead, maybe.
Down to no one, Kana. Dredgeline comes through, depth charge sets him up, he flashes into a wall, but that wall sends him out. That's a weird interaction.
That was. Midwin's on awards.
Is indeed, he's going to get spotted out, his hand shook, and now Glacial Fisher down into a prison. Midwin is dead. In front of Atakan, good for KC.
Yeah, that's a massive pick. Easily opens up the Atakan, and the Flowers going to be giving a massive experience advantage in favor of KC. Koi not really in a position to contest this. They're not even going to try. They'll look to cross-map. They push in mid-wave. They can consider stealing away the blue buff. Looks like that's going to be the game plan for now. Oh, actually, maybe they're looking for a play onto Kana. He's out of position here.
It's a nice ulti from Kana, though, to get out before he gets in. And now, with Lacerate, he gets some distance as Sterix Gage comes in and try to get him under Tara, but no cigar. Super has to ulti in, but Kana's still healthy enough. Q's out. He's going to get bailed out, but still dead. And we're going to make sure of that
Difficult play to force. In fact, KC may be the ones overextending.
Maybe they are. Vladdy's the first port of engage. He's seismic shove. He's kept in place. He's bailed out, but no execution. Yike as well. As Quiet punished the over-aggression. KC thought, oh yeah, we'll give it a crack, but you're not Dagda. Indeed, KC falling at the whim, blown apart. A massive mistake from our first stand finalist.
It's an ace for
He's got that ulti, sure can flip away. As arrow flies through. KC have started this dragon, but they cannot complete it. Koi are in position, and with a 3.5k gold lead after that massive ace, after those picks that launch them into control in this game, they are not letting this go. They want to fight once again, and Alvaro sets it up with a Dredgeline. Vladdy's coming from a flank, but Targamas is burning the midnight oil. Down and down he'll go with Super. Finds Kalista in backline. The international lady carries no more, and Super reigns again. He finds his target, and now for KC, they'll find nothing but Kaufman with nail, 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 and yike, the final one through the heart of it all will drop as well.
Alvaro has landed so many.
See, Alvaro drops a ward of his own. Elyo is going to accompany him. Jojo looks for a bit of earth onto Vladdy, pokes him out. Yike still trying to play it sneaky.
I see you.
Dredgeline not going to connect though. Yike is just going to walk this out for now, but Jojo, all he needs is a seismic shove, set down the rocks, and ulti set out from Yike to survive, but he's dead in an instant. Dredgeline not going to connect, and Super gets that kill.
Baron, no jungler available for KC. Koi looking to bring us to a game 3. They were able to do this against G2 yesterday, but they found their footing here in game 2. And now they've taken firm control. Baron is going to be uncontested, I feel.
Yep.
No smite, no stealing options. A tower, I should say, on the other side. And now they've set their sights onto Vladdy.
They have indeed. He tried to just get deep in the way. I'm not sure what he's doing here, in fact. His depth charge will make it an easy connection. Seismic shove makes it a bounce house. And all in all, Vladdy just gets erupted by Jojo. Simply the way for now. Backs off while Dragon, number 3 for KC, excuse me, Koi, is an easy take. And I am glad to say it looks like we're going to get our second game 3.
Steals it, then the game very much changes.
And Yike is the king of steals these days, I will say.
Ooh, he might be dead.
He might indeed. He has to flash out of the way. It's an Arctic Assault. That Baron time is still away. These are available. But Yike, as he tries to drag mid-wave, is playing with fire himself. He runs into Mirwin. I'm not sure if he knew he was in there, but Arrow buys him some time, and Yike is going to run for his life. But yes, he is indeed dead. Baron is up, and that's going to be a freebie.
For Koi, I guess you consider KC securing that bot tier 2 is at the very least something. But now with this Baron, that should be enough to allow for MKoi to begin their siege and look to try and end this game.
Surely 10k in Baron.
Surely.
That's enough of a lead. But now.
Oh, they're going to get Dragon as well. All right.
Okay, why not? You know what? Yeah, get it. Let's have a fight. Well, I'd love a fight. No more passive League of Legends. Let's get it. All right, Mirwin on the flank, sees Kana. Kana sees Mirwin. That's done and dusted. 4v4 through the river as Vladdy finds an angle onto Super. Remember, they're 10k gold down, and Super shows it to Targamas. Jumping in, Vladdy does a good job. As Kana's ulti's not too bad itself, but maybe it is just a wallet dip in the end. It would look good if they were even, but KC way too far behind. All Hail Marys thrown out, and now game 3, we're well on the way.
I mean, Super just makes it so difficult for Vladdy to find any assassination attempt. The moment that Vladdy found the flank, Super dotted to the other side of the team fight, creating so much space between him and Vladdy, allowing him to get that kill onto Kalis. They lock down Vladdy, get the kill onto him, and they're looking to bring us to game 3.
And we're starting to get an answer. We ask, can fish climb walls? Well, if they are blue, they sure as well can try. We're going to a game 3 after one massive team fight. That was a slow burner, but Koi got the fight in them here. They try and get revenge for winter playoffs.
Koi will find their first win of the year against this iteration of KC. Especially into Sivu with the spell shield. I think even setting up for that play is going to be hard. Lose about 2 minions, but now Targamas on the road.
Looking for the cocoon, lands it and just jumps in. Good little spider bite as well, repels out, and Joseph Kun is bursted. He's got TP himself as Vladdy's
Look at the actual difference between the two AD carries. Like, Sivir is largely unfazed. You know, pretty much dead even in CS.
True.
But the wave is stacking, and they know that they'll be able to catch it. The resets quickly come through from Super, but sure, he'll lose a couple creeps, but he's really not at any risk. And as long as Koi play patiently and don't allow Targamas to like just run rampant, running around, getting picks here, everywhere, getting kill after kill, then I think Koi is quite happy with the fact that eventually they'll get to a nice point in the game where they can look for these team fights, play the front to back. I guess it becomes a question of how easily can Super play the team fights. Sivir, traditionally a fairly short-range AD carry. Well, Elyoya repeat gank in the top lane.
Oh, nice sidestep Kana. Still gets bodied for a little bit, and Kana's going to try and take the 1v2 on. Elyoya spears up as we look towards mid. Targamas is back and just dead. Oh, whoopsie! I thought he could...
Because not only does Jojo get a kill and accelerate the victory even more with the stacks, but on the bot side of the map, have a look. Kalis now being zoned away from farm, being threatened, allowing Super and Alvaro to push in this wave and get another comfortable back. This bot lane duo that's supposed to find advantages, this Elise that's supposed to be running around the map finding picks, is not finding anything right now.
Not stopping their movement speed given. Elyoya flashes in, but is there damage enough? Body slam, and now ulti sent out. Mewen almost died. That caught me off guard. The damage from Kana was close as Jake tries to finish the job. He's got a trigger seed. Oh. He's got a bubble. The flash away from Mewen. He buys time, but the Ivan doesn't do enough damage. Elyoya's just got the spear out. Another Q'd in with the trigger seed should be enough. Elyoya puts the shield up. Yike came in to save the day, but he's almost dead with a spear through his heart. Casey's early game is good one.
Ecstatic at the early success in this rivalry, which has been very one-sided this year in favor of KC.
Yep.
But quite finally looking to change that narrative, especially after what is testing for those top 3 spots.
And for Koi, you look at the rest of their schedule. As you said, yes, it is. Excuse me, just have to readjust. I was going to say, oh yes, no, it's G2. No, Koi have got Team Heretics later next week.
Yeah.
So a win here would also propel them up to really smack down a team that is still trying to find the development through their rookies and their solo lanes. So yeah, a big momentum shift. 700 gold lead is only the lead, but for Koi, again, that Pantheon is worth mentioning. We both had suspicions about the draft. We both said, you know, it feels like this draft is harder to work, but you already talked about the late game element of Koi too. Getting through the lanes, seeing each and every game.
Oh, hang on. There's the ulti.
It's a good response, isn't it? Kana's caught out. Explosive Kana, fantastic body slam on top of that Kana. His flash still isn't up and available, so the timing is perfecto. I can't say that in Spanish as Super's getting dove now. Misfortune ult sent out. A flash is a whim. Super dies. Kalis gets one back. First kill on the board for KC.
See that first item quickly on its way soon. The recall going to come through, and there is the Bloodthirster looking to be secured.
Ivan, Yike going to find him. Good little setup with the trigger seed, and the ulti comes out straight away. The Cowstorm doing damage and zoning off as Alvaro just jumps into a cocoon and almost dies. Severing Bolt is helping, but the burn almost does it itself. Alvaro I'm talking about is going to get away from Yike's auto attacks as Daisy comes out to say g'day, and Koi's just going to run away. But now
we set up for the Dragon, being started off by KC. This will be their second of the game, their third objective of the game as well. Even though Koi have been finding kills, the early game control has largely gone in favor of KC.
Surprising, isn't it? I mean, Elyoya's just been in every...
Targamas aware that there might be a sneaky Spartan sitting in the brush.
Yeah. But that's all 6 scrubs?
Yep.
That's all 6... Sorry, all 6 scrubs and 2 Drakes.
Yep.
KC are living up the objective game.
It's going to be a race to first tower now for the feats of strength. And really, it is in KC's favor, given the bot tower looks relatively low, the top tower as well. Oh, not 6 scrubs. All right. Elyoya did make his way up and will deny. I think KC will be content with the outcome of this, though.
They will. Objectives already picked up. I think feats of strength don't mean much. Keep that between you and I, chat, as Kana and Yike are chasing down Miwin. Not going to find the stun up, but Kana launches on Hammers first as this makes it 2v2. Elyoya once again. He's always top lane. That ulti just targeted here as Yike is not taking enough to deal. He flashed away, but it's to a Chaos Storm. Koya looking to charge forward as the body slam flash. He's cute onto Kana with no mana. Miwin dies, but with his dying breath, autos down.
The response from Elyoya's ultimate meant that he could join the fray, and with the arrival of Jojo, but now Super the target.
Yeah, he's waiting for spell shot. I believe it's up and available. Good save by Alvaro as Boomerang Blade comes out. Kalista in a bit of trouble now as well. PTA's already put out a rather lethal tempo. That's just breaking him apart. Great engagement and shut down to a Siva at minute 15. Gold for KC needed in this early game to mitigate.
Oh, the feats though.
But the 0-3, yeah, whose feet is it going to be? Because even though, yes, feats go down, Koi bring their own version of their shoes, and Kana's in a lot of trouble. Chaos Storm comes down again. The Redemption not going to heal him up enough, and he's just sent packing. Elyoya kill number 3, and that's 4 deaths for...
Hang on.
Not enough damage though, that's a rotation down.
Gotta run,
Getting chunked out as Alvaro comes in, Gleaming Quills.
I mean, he's fast. That's the good news.
That is the lead with that turret going down as well. Elyoya starts the Dragon. This will be number 3 for KC. Trying to move to contest, and they've been good on objective so far. It's been the one saving grace, but Alvaro now with the quickness sets up and finds himself a Kalista out of position. Elyoya jumps on his position, the spider comes down and dies. That's what you do. You step on them as the bullet time is hitting air. I think that just hit me. Kana running for his life. Jojo's found him though, and in front of the Dragon with the slow. Kana will not be re-entering. Elyoya set that play up beautifully, and Koi, a momentum-based team, is what you can take off this series.
They are just winning scrap after scrap, fight after fight, and they're going to get their first Dragon of the game. They're likely going to convert it into a tower as well.
Ow. As you said, turret equals 3.5 cap. I don't know, we got a Siva, we got a Victor on the other side of the rift. Some would say we are running out of time as more gold being given over, with Jojo getting his second solo turret this game. Herald eventually drops to Elyoya's Pantheon. With that versatility to watch top laners battle it out, but look at the positioning. Yike and Targamas trying to bait in, but on the hunt, it's going to give Alvaro some movement speed with quickness, following up, but a Pantheon to fly, and Elyoya looking for someone to die. He's flooding with Chaos Storm, erupting his body. An electronic feast for Koi, running down 11-2, 21 minutes in the game, and KC unsafe. Bullet time clears the wave and buys some time, but Herald's there in front, and it's going to be an easy charge.
I'm loving the aggression from Koi. Flash from Jojo, flash from Super, all to try and get themselves more kills. The gold lead going to use his mobility to wander his way over.
They're going to teleport. Kalista's flash down, making it rain for the time being. Super takes some damage, spell shields out. Elyoya ultis in to try and save it, but he's gone too far. Kana with the punish as big as Alvaro helps out his jungler, but Kana's able to withstand for now. Miwin also caught out. No! Koi, you can't do it again. 2 members dead. Picks from KC, and it does feel like Koi should not have thrown that away.
Oh, I mean,
no.
I think that they were committing a flash over the wall to get that kill onto Super. I mean, that may come back to bite him later, but ultimately it puts them on Soul Point. They get 2 kills off the back of it, and they slow the bleeding. They've been able to reduce a 1k gold deficit and give themselves...
What KC have to offer as we get towards this mid to late game. As Koi going in deep, Kalista's found him onto Elyoya. Yike is there. Great little root caller as well. Elyoya flashes away.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yike has got him spiraling despair. And right now the Koi fans will also be going down that... Atakan's there. Koi are throwing away this lead.
They're going for Atakan. Baron is alive. I wonder if they're going to be ambitious and go for both objectives. Targamas going to try and keep Miwin away. The mid tower will fall. You'll notice the Jojo pushing in the bot wave as well. He has teleport available.
Super thinking about what he can do, maybe just getting the push in and then leaving early back from Bloody, while Atakan's still going to be taken down. GA version given over to KC. Baron's also up, but they're not going to be that ambitious. Elyoya's up in 10 seconds, and Kalish just moves up, gets a turret, and pushes down. Kana, meanwhile, though, he's got the GA, remember. Jojo can't do too much more. Chaos Storm was launched.
I will...
Mega big as the Dawn Core as well for Yike. Third up.
Alvaro.
It's a great engage, though. Ignore that. Casey have blown apart. Jojo's Chaos Storm takes the Rift, and Super takes Flatty. Yike running for his life as Elio flew in, but Koya back. 2 kills are big, and that solved conversation out the window.
Was efficiency from Alvaro as his ultimate connects onto the 2 carries and executes them without room to breathe. Neither flash was used because they were not given the opportunity. The Dragon Soul will be denied, and the Baron is now in the eyes of Koi.
Alvaro's Rakan looking clean this game. Say what you want to say about the down points of Koi, but everything else has been stellar. Holding the Dragon for now as Elyoya needs to move into position.
Yeah.
I mean, an attempt to steal. Yike has a way in. Mirwin tries to body slam. Yike has flash available, but no steal. Smite secured. 2 Dragons for
Until
Koi.
the threat of the Soul on the side of KC, and Jojo, look at this angle.
He is indeed playing it, but he's right into a bullet time. As set up with the Chaos Storm zones off. Vladdy, Jojo trying to get into his Alvaro once again, but he's interrupted. Great little root caller. Casey kiting back, and I'm worried here, but Mirwin brings my wards to naught. Yike survives for now. Hang on a minute, Elio is down, and Jojo's caught out as well. Yike's dead. In goes Alvaro again, but the poke's still there. Casey are playing it back. A messy fight. Koi, what are you doing? KC just took every donation possible as Kalish walks back from Super, the only left alive from the Weird Fish.
Casey outplays them in the team fight as Super is the last one standing.
About 30. Mirwin's angle to be studied right now. KC are moving into mid, unaware of where this guy is. Mirwin could make or break the game. Set up from Alvaro. They've caught out a Spider. Stepped on his she. Now Mirwin again. Explosive cast doesn't work out. KC have found Alvaro as well as the ulti comes in, and Koi again. They're cooking too hard, too fast. Elyoya has to flash out, and KC have withstood. Super gets poked out as well with Kalish Auto. Koi have their jungler. Targos might be dead, but no Rakan is big.
The HP is way too low for Koi. They can't stick around here. Both Kalish and Vladdy are full HP. They have the Ivan utility as well.
You can see Jojo's getting poked out. Vladdy ever so relevant. The Eye of Sauron remains.
Kalish is right. Just focus Elyoya.
He can't stand into it. Elyoya, as you said, is just taken down. KC now with an opening to bring the series back. Dragon number 4. It's theirs. There's no smite. And Koi again. This game, it's like they've got butter on their fingers.
I mean, from Rakan on an Elise. But why? The Baron is now going to be started off, and Koi have just completely thrown this game away.
They have indeed. Let's be real with it. I mean, KC, there have been some fingertips, but it is very true. Koi mind-controlled into now flipping an almost 6,006. The power of having someone like Kana, Yike by your side as well. One misstep and Koi are going to die here. Daisy follows through, number 7. Get in the ring. There's a pick off as Alvaro pulls up the quickness as well. KC though, take him in an instant. Kana comes in for a flank. Jojo drops the Chaos Storm, but look at Kana's setup. His damage now hurt. Runs through the end of the gravity field. Oh my god.
Kalish, look at how he walks up with confidence.
Yeah, nice strike. Does flash away though. Elyoya ultied in again. Not in a great spot. Explosive cast not great either. Koi is caught out front line. Target mistakes to kill as Kana is one-shotting almost into the rotation onto Jojo Pyun. Wait for the accelerated shock blast. He steps up to the turret too, and KC are now in the base. It's funny how much control Koi had in this game, yet KC's base stands and Koi's does not.
I mean, the last vestige of hope that Koi has.
I'll take you back, Betty, because we're about to see a 5-on-5. And look at Kana frontlining as well. Shock blast doesn't connect. Elyoya thinking about if he pounces or not. He gets off the edge of night, but the bullet time hits Super. He's on the hunt, has been popped. Koi get rooted in. Oh, nice from Vladdy. Jojo gets poked out with spiraling despair. Severing Bolt almost in range, and Koi, the poke is now so real. They can't even walk near them. There is no 5v5.
They're being shepherded. The damage come. Oh my goodness, Mirwin down to 50.
Making it rain again, the Severing Bolt, and Daisy gets involved. 6 versus 5 ain't fair. Mirwin cannot play.
The Elder now on the table. there is no contest that will come through from Koi. And I feel like that with this, it will be the final nail in the coffin. KC weathered the storm. They repeatedly punished the mistakes. They navigated the team fights better than their opposition, and they will be rewarded for it. Elder secured for KC. And the Nexus will now
lose here, and they will lose now. Mirwin's dead body is still there. Oh, consume it. Ah. Tastes like beer. All right, KC. Quick Baron. And middle inhibitor with the pressure it still provides. It'd be easy to get up to the side lanes as well. This is what they don't tell you in League of Legends Rift School. How annoying it is.
Weird because we're 42 minutes in and everyone is full build, but Mountain Soul, Baron, Elder Dragon, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
I mean, watch. So he's going to hit the tower. 3 hits? Okay.
Oh, Thaddeus wrong. 4. Bullet time comes out again. Super chunk to half HP. Yike just zones off. Another inhibitor gone. Thank you, Mr. Red Bull, as Kana TP's in. This Baron power play won't last for long, will it? KC are running it down and in such a good way. Koi had this game in the palm of their hands, but now next time just hit by Khalez. Raw Judy, this guy is on. Remember, they have a GA. Just on Khalez, he can run in again. El Yoya popped up by Daisy. Flush from Yike. No GA is necessary because it's a wipe. The blue wall somehow crumbled a bit in the early game, but it stands strong with their return after first stand.
It was a close one.